Go. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, students. Today we are going to have a debate competition between boys versus girls. And the topic of the debate is who are the great leaders, boys or girls? And girls are going to speak in favor of the motion, meaning they will say that girls are the great leaders. And boys will also favor the same, but they will favor that boys are the great leaders. So let us see with the arguments, your statements, your preparation, your research, how might you have researched on that, and how strong the points you had are the same. So you people have now given to each other how you are going to defend your arguments. And the rules I would like to give to you regarding the debate. What the rules are there? We have two rounds in the debate. One round is the round of the arguments. You have to present your arguments. And second would be the rebuttal session. In that you can ask the questions. But just two questions will be there from each group. And for arguments, in order to present your arguments, you will be given just 1 minute to speak. In 1 minute, you have to finish your arguments. So when I am going to call the first speaker from here, she is going to present the arguments, and after that, I am going to call the speaker first from the boys group, and he has to present his arguments and he has to defend his or her arguments. And in the same way, the process will continue. And when the round first is over, then we will start round second, and then we have to start with the questions. So let me now, without making further ado, one thing I have forgotten to mention here, and we have some audience as well here. They will also meanwhile take part in the same, and we have two judges here. One judge is what is your name? Hibra. And the second judge we have this Muhammad. What is this? Sohaib. And let me introduce now the participants. Speakers from the girls group. One is Madiha Iyas. Second is Askar Firdaus. Third is Hajar Rais. Fourth is Ayat Kamim. And sixth is what is your name? Fiza. From the boys, we should have 5 members, but there are, I don't know why it isn't kept to one. First one is Muhammad Atif, second is Musawir Altaf, third is Mohsin Mudassir, and fourth is Shahjaru. So these are our participants, but we have to balance the team. So I would like to call someone from the audience group if they want to participate. So they will be the equal number there. Please. You come. Fast. Come fast. Get the chair here and here. Please pay attention here and bear in the mind that you have to take care of 4 things. One is your presentation, confidence, and body gestures, and content. These are the 4 parameters of the debate through which you can be assessed. So these are the parameters and the scale for the assessment. So let me first call the speaker first from the girls group, or she is also the captain of this group, Hajar Rais. So let us start from there. Clap for her.
They say leadership is all about rules and schedules. But I tell you, true leadership doesn't happen when the clock stops. It happens when the soul takes over. Good morning, everyone. I'm Hajar Rais, and today I proudly stand in the favor of the great leaders, the girls. And girls don't lead by the watch, we lead by the heart. Think of a hospital hallway at midnight. Imagine a patient there. He's crying for help there. And one male staff member says to him that he looks at his watch and says that my time is over, you can call the next doctor. And then the patient is there crying. And then look at the nurse. She's there. She doesn't look at the watch. She says that she has been there for 12 hours. And she says that I don't want to leave. I'm here. Don't be afraid. and says, I'm still here, don't be afraid. That is leadership. She is leading the world, the person, back from the edge of despair. She is the captain of the ship that no one wants to sail. Think of Malala Yousafzai. When the bush shadows tried to silence her with the arrow, with the bullet, she stood up taller and spoke for every girl who still trapped in her silence. She led up with her bounds. Think of a daughter in a house of sorrow, who wipes her mother's tears and says, while hiding her own, she is the pillar of home that is shaken. She doesn't have a body. She doesn't have a badge, but she is the greatest leader of her home. A man might lead because he was given a position, but a girl leads because she cannot turn her back on a soul she needs. We lead with empathy, we lead with heart, and we lead with sacrifice. And when others are busy saving money, we are busy saving lives. And if you want a leader who looks at his watch and says, my time is over, choose a boy. But if you want a leader who saves lives, choose a girl. Thank you.
For your beautiful thoughts and the strong argument. Now, let me call the co-speaker and the captain of the boys group. He has to defend this argument, and let us start from him.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I strongly stand in the favor of the motion that boys are better leadership qualities. Leadership is not just about speaking nicely or understanding others. It is about taking charge, making tough decisions, and standing strong under the pressure. Boys naturally show confidence, boldness, and strong willingness to take risks. They are all core qualities of a leader. A true leader does not hesitate, he acts. In critical situations, quick decision making is very important. Boys tend to think fast and act fast, which helps them lead effectively when time is limited. In critical situations, quick decision making is very important. Leadership also requires mental strength and the ability to handle challenges. Boys step forward, take responsibilities, and lead from the front. A leader must focus on results, not hesitation. Determination and competitive spirit push team towards success. In many real-life situations, boys are often seen taking initiative and guiding others. Leaders don't wait, they act, and boys act faster. Strong decisions build strong results, so leadership is about demonstrating these qualities more strongly.
Thank you for your arguments, vibrant arguments. Now let me call speaker second from the girls group, Azka Firdaus. Let us.
Respected Mr. Muzaffar sir, judges and my dear friends, I stand here today full of confidence and belief to strongly speak in favor of the motion when girls rise to world crisis. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where girls told you are not enough. No dreams, no voice, no freedom. Now open your eyes because that world once existed in many places it still does. But history changed because of a few brave leaders who refused to accept this injustice. We remember Malala Yousafzai, a young girl who chose courage over fear. Even when danger stood in her way, she stood stronger and said, a girl has the right to learn. Her voice became a revolution. We look up Kalpana Chawla, who proved that the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. She showed every girl that dreams are not defined by society, but by courage. And we honor Indira Gandhi, a woman who led a nation with power and determination, proving that a girl can rise to the highest position and lead with strength. These leaders were not born extraordinary. They became extraordinary because they refused to give up. But today, the most important question is, will we stand up? Will we support when a girl feels weak? Will we speak when a girl is silenced? Will we believe in equality and not just in words, but in actions? Because leadership is not about being famous. It's about having the courage to do what's right, even when it's hard. Let's promise today that we will never let a girl be less, that we'll raise our voices for justice, that we will become the leaders of small youth, Because when a girl rises, she doesn't rise alone. She lifts the entire world with her. Thank you.
Thank you, Oscar. Those are your arguments. As it has proved that your arguments were very much strong and you had done a good lot of preparation. And so you tried a lot to defend your this motion. Girls are the great leaders. Now let me call Muhammad Adil to defend the position and present your arguments.
Respected judge, dear organizer, audience, and my worthy opponents. Today I stand here not to just speak, but to remind everyone of a truth history has already written in its own lines. The topic is men as great personalities. And let's be honest, if history was a book, men didn't just wrote chapters, they wrote the whole volume. Be honest, who led nations, who fought for freedom, who discovered the laws of science that you, in fact we, sit and study together? It was Albert Einstein, a boy, a man who shaped science. It was Isaac Newton who explained gravity. It was Mahatma Gandhi who led a nation to independence. And you will think it is coincidence. No, but just consistency. You may say girls are equally great, and I respect that. But today we are talking about dominance, not participation. When the world needed bold decisions, when risks had to be taken. When stepping into the unknown danger, boy didn't step back, they stepped forward. Not just it, who was the first person to step onto the moon? Neil Armstrong, a man who crossed the ocean to discover new lands. Christopher Columbus, a man. Again and again the answer echoes the same. Let's not ignore reality. From battles to boats, from science to space, boys have consistently taken the lead. Not because others couldn't, but boys dared first, they risked first and led first. And here's the real question. If boys had those risks, if they had not led revolutions, if they had not made those discoveries, would the world look like it look today? So yes, girls are talented. Yes, they are achieving great things today. But when you talk about history, impact and global trends, I conclude with this that you can debate on opinions, but you can debate on history. And history itself says that boys didn't participate, they ruled, they won, they dominated.
Thank you, Sister Adil, for your beautiful thought as you have very strongly defended your motion that boys are the great leaders. Now, it is the turn of the third speaker from the girls group, I Shamim. Please stand up.
Honorable judges and fellow students, the 21st century doesn't need command and control. It needs collaboration and respect. But traditional ways of leadership were built on aggression. Modern success is built on emotional intelligence, a trait where women consistently outscore men. Today I will prove that girls are not just great leaders, they are the necessary leaders for our future. I strongly believe girls are exceptional leaders because leadership is defined by courage, vision, empathy, and resilience. Girls consistently demonstrate these qualities in history, society, and everyday life. Leadership is not about gender. It's about ability, determination, and impact. Women like Indira Gandhi and Angela Merkel have guided nations through crisis. Their pioneer reforms inspired millions and transformed societies. Girls lead with intelligence, compassion, and courage in everything. Their achievements prove leadership has no gender barrier. Science and modern examples reinforce this truth. They solve problems with strategy, empathy, and innovation. When girls rise to lead, they inspire generations and broke the stereotypes. The answer is clear. Girls are shaping the present and leading us to a better future.
All your strong arguments. And now it is the turn of the fourth speaker from the boys group, and I would like to call Musawir Altaf for presenting arguments.
Honorable Headmaster Mr. Javed Ahmad, respected judges and organizer Mr. Muzaffar Ahmad. Today I stand strongly in favor of boys are good leaders in comparison to girls. Leadership is not about emotions, it's about decisions under pressure, risk-taking, responsibilities, and standing firm in difficult situations. History shows us that many of the world's toughest situations were handled by men who showed courage and confidence and bold decision making. Leaders like Mahatma Gandhi who led India to freedom through determination and strategies. Consider Abraham Lincoln, who saved his nation during civil wars. Think of Nelson Mandela, who united a divided country with strength and vision. These leaders succeeded because they could make hard decisions without fear. Boys are often trained from a young age to be independent, competitive, and problem solvers. Leadership demands quick thinking, firmness, and the ability to handle criticisms without breaking down. Boys by nature and upbringing are encouraged to take risks and face challenges. In dangerous situations, wars, crises, and disasters, it is usually men who step forward to protect their country, to command, and to lead from the front. Leadership also requires confidence over hesitation, excellent in many fields, but when it comes to tough leadership under pressure, boys are historically known to be more effective. To conclude, leadership is about strength in storms, not calm in comfort. And when it comes to storms, boys stand firmly like rocks. Thank you.
Going ahead with the debate competition, now I would like to call Madhya Ejaz, the fourth speaker from the girls group.
Respected sir, judge, and the opponents, let's champion girls. In a world strived for occupancy, girls are the tectonic plates shifting leadership. They are creating culture of belonging, engineering collaboration, and inheriting ancient norms. Empathy isn't a trait, it's their DNA. Resilience isn't a buzzword, it's their heartbeat. They are not leading, they are catalyzing metamorphosis. Let's dodge the dated. Amplify the voice in the revolution where humanity trumps hierarchy and evolution trumps truth.
Now let me go ahead with the next speaker from the boys group, Mohsin Mudassir. Please stand up.
Respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends, today I stand here to speak on the topic, who are better leaders, boys or girls, and I speak in favor of boys. Leadership means responsibility, courage, decision-making, and ability to handle pressure. Boys are often encouraged from a young age to be brave, independent, and take risks. These qualities help in becoming a strong leader. A leader must take tough decisions and stand in strong, difficult situations. Boys are generally more risk-taking and pressure handling, which is a very important leadership quality. I am not saying girls cannot be leaders, but boys generally develop leadership qualities earlier due to the challenges and responsibilities they face. The respected delegate, they raised an argument about some famous leaders, female leaders like Malala Yousafzai and Kalpana Chawla. I respect female leaders and I never said girls cannot be leaders. I am saying generally boys are better suited for leadership because leadership often requires taking tough decisions and handling pressure. Thank you, and I believe boys are better leaders.
All your insightful thoughts and a strong argument. Now let me go ahead with the new speaker of the girls group. So she is there.
Sir, there are going to be only four speeches because we have only 4 minutes.
So what do you speak?
Sir, he doesn't have prepared.
But still she will give the speech.
Sir, there will be an extra
No,
point.
no. Okay. Let me call her and she will give the
Honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends, today I stand before you to address a question. Why are more and more women becoming leaders in politics, education, and business today? Leadership is about ability, not gender. Girls have proven again and again that leadership depends on intelligence, patience, and determination, not whether someone is a boy or a girl. For example, Indira Gandhi was a powerful leader who guided India through difficult times. Girls often show strong communication and teamwork skills. In schools and workplaces, girls often show discipline, hard work, and responsibility qualities that makes great leaders. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiza. Now, going ahead with this competition, now let me call the fifth speaker from the boys group. As please stand up and brother your arguments.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today I strongly stand in the favor of the motion that boys have better leadership qualities. Leadership is not just about speaking nicely or understanding others. It's about taking charge, making tough decisions, and standing strong under pressure. In critical situations, quick decision making is very important. Boys tend to think fast, act fast, which helps them to lead effectively when the time is limited.
Boys naturally show confidence, boldness, and a strong willingness to take risks. These are the core qualities of a leader. A true leader does not hesitate, he acts. Leadership also requires mental strength and the ability to handle challenges. Boys step forward, take responsibility, and lead from the front. A leader must focus on the results, not hesitate. Determination and proactive spirit push them towards success. In many real-life situations, boys are often seen taking initiative and guiding others. Leaders don't wait, they act, and boys act faster. Strong decision building, strong results. At the last, I would like to say, boys are just built different. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Favorite engineer, we have completed round first and we are short on the time. Actually, I have class somewhere else. I will give you the chance of just one question from each group. No, one question. Because I don't have the time, I have another class there. Please. Now, you decide who is going to ask the question. Who is going to ask the question? Tell me the name first. And from here as well. Fast.
Please